With the second half of 2023 now started, it's time to look at some of the games that may flow under your radar considering the sheer number of games that are launching in the latter half. So namaskar friends, welcome to Illegal Desi. Let's start. Before I go any further, if you like the video, then hit the like button and subscribe button and share this video out to a friend. It helps out the channel more than you know. Also, your feedback is appreciated down in the comments below. Also, I did a video a few months back that covered similar games for the period of January to June. If you are interested, you can find a link to that video in the description below. At number 10, it's The Expanse, a Telltale series. Telltale Games makes its return after many years with The Expanse. It's a space adventure story that is a direct prequel to the Netflix series of the same name. So if you are a fan of that series, be sure to check this one out. This game launches this month on the 27th. This is a new RPG from Deck 13, who created the Surge series and the original Lords of the Fallen. From the gameplay, it's clear the protagonist has been provided with the powers to manipulate sand and fight it out in the desert open world. It also looks like the combat is very close to being a mix of God of War and Horizon series, which is a positive, and I am definitely excited for this one. A RoboCop game is making a comeback after nearly 20 years, with the last game to come out in 2003 and was based on the movie. This is a first-person shooter showcasing the adventures of Officer Alex Murphy aka RoboCop. The game has a launch period of September with a firm date yet to be announced. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on the same movie series that made it infamous. The game features 5 different killers including Leatherface, and the story of the game revolves around the victims searching for Maria Flores, the missing sister of Anna, and will feature cooperative and PvP gameplay. It is speculated that it will be very similar to the Evil Dead game which launched earlier last year. It will also launch on Xbox Game Pass day 1, so you can jump into it if you have an active subscription. One of the oldest horror gaming franchise, older than Resident Evil and older than Silent Hill, makes a comeback this year as a third-person game. While not much is known, it appears to be a direct sequel of the original 1992 game featuring the same characters Emily Hartwood, Jeremy Hartwood, and Edward Carnby. The Lords of the Fallen is a sequel, but more likely a reboot of the Souls-like Lords of the Fallen game. By the looks of it, the publishers have gone for a clean slate, including a new developer. Whatever we've witnessed, it appears to be more impressive than the first one, and hopes are high. So make sure you keep your eyes open when this launches. One of the biggest reasons for this to go under your radar is that it launches a day after Assassin's Creed Mirage on October 12th. Remnant 2 is the sequel to one of the most unique Souls-like games that I've ever played. That is a Souls-like with guns. Just like the original Remnant from the Ashes, this pits survivors of humanity against new deadly creatures and godlike bosses across terrifying worlds. You can play solo or cooperative with up to 2 other friends, and it also looks like that the procedurally generated levels will also make a comeback. This game is set to launch this month on the 25th. If you're not a big fan of the Warhammer franchise, that is understandable. But the first Space Marine has pretty much put the sequel in my must-buy list as Captain Titus and his crew returns. The gameplay feels very close to the Gears of War games, but with focus on both melee and gunplay. This is expected to launch during the holiday period of 2023. The direct sequel of Ghost Runner is not one to be missed out. This one continues the adventure of Jack the Ghost Runner, traversing dangerous environments by dashing, jumping, wall running, grappling, and sliding, as both enemies and the player can be killed in one hit. This sequel will apparently also feature a new system where the AI will adjust the enemy NPC basis your attack style, adding a new twist to the game. This game is currently without a release date but is fully expected to launch this year. This is the first game in the Yakuza franchise since the name change and shows the life of Kazuma Kiryu and his story after the events of Yakuza 6 The Song of Life up to the next game Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. This game is meant for only the hardcore Yakuza players who've covered through hundreds of hours between Yakuza 0 to Yakuza 6, and it is expected to be difficult for anyone else to follow through the story. But trust me when I say it, as a fan of the Yakuza game, the entire franchise is worth playing. This one launches on the 9th of November. That's gonna do it for this video guys, and I will see you in the next one.